It's not exactly a secret, but Safety Harbor, Florida is not exactly what you would call top of mind when thinking about places to visit in the Sunshine State. In a way, that's just fine with the 16,000 people who live in this perfectly charming 5-square-mile little town on the west shore of upper Old Tampa Bay. Its relative inconspicuousness has given it some measure of safety from the ravages of overdevelopment and hypertourism. Safety Harbor is a jewel, a well-preserved, protected oasis, a classic small town with all of the small town activities in the heart of the 18th largest metropolitan area in the United States. It's just over 14 miles from Tampa to the east, 15 miles to St. Petersburg to the south, and right next door to Clearwater and the Gulf of Mexico to the west. Safety Harbor wasn't incorporated until 1917, but that's a relatively modern manifestation. Indigenous people from the Tocobago and Timucuan tribes lived in the area for over 10,000 years and were there when the Spanish explorers arrived in the 1500s, notably Hernando de Soto, who came in 1539 searching for gold and the Fountain of Youth. He arrived on May 18th of that year, the feast day of the Holy Spirit. He named the place Espiritu Santo. Philippi Park, named after French aristocrat Odette Philippi, stands on what was once one of the Tocobago's principal villages. Philippi, who served as a surgeon in Napoleon's navy, was one of the first settlers in the area. In 1842, he built what he called St. Helena's Plantation here. Philippi is credited as being the first person to bring grapefruit to Florida. Little remains of his plantation or the Tocobago village, but there is a large man-made ceremonial mound constructed of shells. Today it's a popular place for ceremonies of other kinds, for hiking and exercise, or for looking out over the bay, or enjoying the beautiful moss-covered live oak trees that fill the landscape. Philippi Park is a great place for cyclists, fishermen, kayakers, and dogs. The most prominent feature in the modern-day town of Safety Harbor is the Safety Harbor Resort and Spa. It was built in 1925 atop mineral springs that De Soto may have thought were the Fountain of Youth. The spa, which covers 33 acres, is designated as an historical landmark by the federal government and a Florida Heritage Landmark by the state. Each year it draws thousands of health-conscious visitors from all over the world who can also enjoy strolling around the town or walking along the waterfront, where they'll find beautiful fountains, a marina, and a fishing pier. In town along Main Street, there are quaint shops and galleries and small intimate restaurants ranging from fine dining to barbecue. Safety Harbor has a small museum where visitors can learn more about the town and its long history. Safety Harbor takes its name from being a safe harbor against pirates who once menaced the Gulf of Mexico. Today, it's a safe harbor against the kind of commercial development that's made much of Florida look like every other place in the country, with palm trees. That's not a problem here.